All right, so now we're gonna watch the most toxic woman in the world tell us how women manipulate, and then after that, I'm gonna show you guys what to do when you're dealing with a woman who keeps trying to manipulate you. You gotta let them pay a price, and this strategy was inspired by AMS. Let's begin with the video right now. Because this, by the way, I always tell you guys, she looks just like my sister. It's almost uncanny and almost toxic how similar she looks like my sister. It's kind of crazy. All right, here it is.
All right, guys, listen up.
God, this woman's toxic. I could just sense it. It's crazy.
Let's get into it.
Crazy.
Using the age-old trick of sexuality. Women have been doing this for ages to get money, to get power, to gain control over men. Utilizing their emotions, crying, making you feel bad about your decisions by being so emotional.
I can tell she does that shit. I don't know why she gives me, like, of all the women that I've seen, she gives me the most toxic vibes of all of them, to be honest with you.
Emotional by whatever decision you're deciding to make. So utilizing their emotions to get you to do what they want you to do. Using shaming tactics, making you feel bad about the decisions that you're trying to make. Like, oh, you're gonna really go out with your friends and not spend the night with me? Yeah, that's by trying to make you jealous. Playing on a man's hero instinct. All right, y'all, these are some...
Bro, if you're dealing with this type of woman, get the fuck out. But if you don't want to get out, let's go outside and let me show you how to reverse this dynamic and put her in her place. But it's gonna get messy. Let's begin. And by the way, we're putting our new course, The Natural Man, for sale. It's up for pre-sale. If you guys want to learn how to create aura, how to create groups, how to become attractive even if you're short and ugly, that course will help you with that. It's pretty much meant to give you power. All right. So if you guys want to pre-order it now, click on the description down below where it says pre-order my course. Let's begin with the video.
Everyone in life will disrespect you. And the reason why is because it's unconscious. It's an unconscious thing to test a person's self-esteem, right? It's an unconscious thing to see whether or not the person that you're dealing with is really all that. It's unconscious, and usually it gets you test people more the more you unconsciously sense weakness emanating from them. And what is weakness? Well, weakness is not having any consequences for disrespect. This is something that radiates through your nonverbal cues unconsciously. And the thing is that every relationship you're gonna have is gonna end, right? Everyone is gonna end, and you're gonna have some people that will consistently come back into your life just to hurt you, and will consistently come back into your life just to mess with you. Like, some people are really that crazy. And usually those are the unhappy ones. Unhappy people have an unhealthy attachment to the past, and they will always come back. And a lot of the times, a lot of unhappy people are sticky. They're very addictive. A lot of toxic people are very addictive. And you have to find a way to deal with them, right? People who leave a lot leave you because they think you have no options. Also, they also leave you because you turned them off, right? That's the thing, is that a lot of the times, the way that you behave with people, the way that you let things slide, inspires disrespecting people. They can't respect you even if they want to, because you don't let them. You let them get away with everything. And in order to fix that, it's not about changing them. It's about changing your perspective, right? You got to make sure that they pay a price for all the bullshit that they do. The problem is that nice people tend to wake up only when they had enough. Nice people only wake up only when they're ready to leave, only when they're done with their bullshit. And by that point, it's already too late. You got to have a shorter fuse, not a shorter fuse, but you got to have tiny little consequences, right? Rather than leaving them, rather than finally standing up to them once you finally had enough. By that point, it's already too late, right? So you got to check them quickly, right? So initially, when crazy disrespect happens, calling you names, God forbid, hitting you, God forbid, I don't even want you to stay with people like that, cheating on you, and just disrespect. When they do those cardinal sins, you just can't take them back. right? Or if they leave you randomly without, or ghosting you, right? And then just coming back, acting like nothing happened, you can't take them back. You got to make sure they pay a price. And what's that price? You got to make sure they lick your ass. That's not a metaphor. You make them lick your ass. Whether or not you shower, I don't know. Let them find out. For the simple being that they treat you that way because they think you're gonna just take them back without having them pay a price. And what it does psychologically is something unique and different. What it does to them is that now they think about it twice before leaving them. Once you make them lick your ass, once they have the sweet taste of ass in their mouth, the next time they think about leaving you, they contemplate it. They contemplate it and hesitate a little bit, right? Now, you don't have to go to lick ass mode because sometimes they're freaks, right? Right? And if you got to get to lick my ass mode, that means you got to leave. But since you're hard-headed and you really want them, that's the only way. Especially if it was cheating or that they just leave and come back while disregarding your feelings. Like, you got to make sure that you let them know, if you want to come, if you want to do this, just understand the next time you're doing this, next time you want to do this is the price you got to pay. Now, outside of that, there are lower levels of that. Maybe they're late. People test you little. They have little test moments, right? Before they get to the big ones. So that means you got to know what disrespect is in your mind. Like, you got to have an idea of what it looks like, right? And you usually think about that through your past, where if a girl is always late on a date, for me, for example, I just let her know, not the first time, but like if she does it 3 times, I sit down and say, hey, I don't like that you're late. Can you please be more on time, please? And if she keeps doing that, well, then I'm just gonna, next time, you're gonna be 20, 30 minutes late after we talked about it, I'm gonna just leave. After that, I'm gonna cancel. And after that, like, you know, there's escalations, right? The problem is that people are afraid of confrontation. And so they only bring that up once they had it. And it's like, you're doing it wrong, right? You gotta check them early. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, fucking pit bull. Hopefully he doesn't eat me. You gotta check them early. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit. I forgot Father Alex is a bitch. Yo, but I don't want pit bulls eating my legs. And so what it does is that once you have a list of things that you tolerate and things that you don't tolerate from a person based on actual experience, just keep it in mind. And what it does is that it marinates your nonverbal cues. It gives you a demeanor, like an overall demeanor that is very difficult to fake, even if you want to, right? And the way that it radiates from you, it radiates as confidence. It radiates as a certain level of intimidation. It makes people double check you. I mean, not double check you. It makes people hesitate, and it increases overall respect, right? And because the main issue is that I think it's just that people's relationships, a lot of people just don't respect each other, and it's because people just are afraid of confrontation. Both don't respect each other, right? So it's not about being toxic. It's about having peace and respect through strength. And that strength is ignoring your boundaries and being willing to punish them for your boundaries. And above all, making sure that those boundaries, making sure that the punishment hurts. So like I said, if they're freaky ass, all right, and they like to lick your ass, then you gotta find something else. Make them write a letter, something embarrassing. I don't give a fuck. Get creative with it, okay? Anyways, man, let me know what you guys think about this. If you guys want to work with me one-on-one, go to mindfulattraction.org, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.